So what did the fans have to say about Kevin Smith, Netflix, Masters of the Universe, Revelation? Realize how in the title of this article, it doesn't even say He-Man. So that should have been the first hint. The first hint that the show was not going to be about He-Man. I am here at looper.com, and today we're going to talk about why Kevin Smith is a good example as to why I rather watch anime. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Hello, guys. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell right there so that you can get notifications every time I upload a video. Okay? Enjoy. What is up, guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix. Welcome to Andy Arts TV. I talk about anime and manga. I talk about video games, RPG games, the video game industry. I talk about geek culture and Japanese culture. Now let's get into this. So here at looper.com, it says what fans are saying about Masters of the Universe Revelation. Right? And I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm going to get to the nitty-gritty part, right? So the headings say fans are upset at the lack of He-Man. That's number one. Because if you guys remember, in the trailer, it was all about He-Man, right? In the trailer, they advertised He-Man. But then when you watch the Netflix show, He-Man is killed. Spoiler alert, if you care. He-Man is killed in the first episode. Boom, they just killed him in the first episode. And then the rest of the show is about Teela. Now, the problem is not that the female character becomes the main character. The problem is that Kevin Smith, this jerk lied. Okay, he lied, and apparently, according to Clownfish TV, he lied for years about He-Man, you know. And now he's basically trying to defend it, and he keeps lying, and it just keeps making him look like more of an ASS. Kevin Smith, that's what you are, an ASSHOLE. I don't want to say the word here on YouTube, but you guys get the point, right? And look, He-Man did not do well. Okay, so it says audience score. The audience, not the critics, the audience give it a 33. A whole bunch of negative freaking reviews, man. So the audience score is really low. I mean, if you want to... Man, the reviews are so bad. People are so angry at this guy. Okay, people are so angry at Kevin Smith for ruining an intellectual property that was so popular. And here he is. He said basically promoting the toys of He-Man or whatnot, or should I say Teela in the Masters of the Universe. And in social media, he's trying to make himself look like a saint, right? But look, the reason why I made this video is forget about Kevin Smith for a second. Okay, forget about Kevin Smith. The reason why I make this video is because it shows what Western entertainment has become. It has become more about Western entertainment. Like it's not as good as it used to be. It's filled with all of this wokeness. It's filled with all of this political agendas and identity politics. Because if you watch the Netflix He-Man, it's basically a feminist show. Now you can argue with me. You can leave angry comments on this video if you want, but people like this, people like Kevin Smith, exist all throughout Hollywood. It's happening with recent films like Snake Eyes. That movie bombed. Black Widow. That movie bombed. What else? A whole bunch of, like, every time there's wokeness in movies, it bombs. Okay, and I don't like to talk about this on my channel, but this is the reason why I rather watch anime. This is the reason why I stopped talking. No, this is a small channel, but this is the reason why I stopped talking about American movies, fantasy and sci-fi movies on this channel, because it's not worth it. I mean, for God's sake, it's just not worth it. Okay? And in like I was saying, people like Kevin Smith exist all throughout Hollywood. And look, I was never a big Kevin Smith fan, but he made it clear. He made it clear. He made it very transparent as to, you know, the things that people do up in Hollywood. Because apparently, when he signed up to remake He-Man, right? He signed up to remake He-Man or to relaunch it, you know, in this new series. He's saying that Netflix asked him to do all these things. That Netflix has requirements, you know, and I'm gonna do a video about this on Netflix. Netflix has requirements, and he had to change the He-Man story to fit those requirements. And if that is true, then why not publish it somewhere else? He could have crowdfunded it. He could have taken it somewhere else. He could have, I don't know, maybe Adult Swim, Toonami. He could have gotten the money to relaunch He-Man somewhere else, or you know, some other way. But he decided to go with the Netflix route, knowing that he had to change a lot of things about the show, knowing that it would upset the fans, and then attacking the fans for not liking what he created, what he directed. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We don't have to like. Okay, we do not have to like. You know, Masters of the Universe Revelation. We don't have to like it, but guess what? Guess what? We are not going to spend money on your toys either, because He-Man made a lot of its money from toy sales, right? And now, guess what? These toys, I mean, this is the audience. The audience is the customer, okay? The audience is the customer. They are the ones that make you money. If you don't please the audience, guess what? They're not gonna buy your toys. They're not gonna buy your video games. They're not gonna buy your merchandise. None of that, okay? So ultimately, Kevin Smith and the He-Man brand is going to suffer. Ultimately, man. So a lot of intellectual properties from the 80s are being brought back just to be destroyed, for God's sakes. And that's all I have to say. This is why I watch anime, because Hollywood is full with things like this. Hollywood is full with people like Kevin Smith who don't care about the audience, don't care about the fans, don't care about, you know, if you love a franchise or not. They just care about pushing their agenda, pushing their activism, you know, pushing and basically, you know, instead of staying true to the story, instead of satisfying the fans, no, he's just saying, I'm just gonna take this and do whatever the heck I want with it. And if people don't like it, well, it's their fault. Okay, great. It's my fault, and now I'm gonna take my money somewhere else. So, F you, Kevin Smith. This is why I watch anime. This is why I read manga, and this is why I don't talk about Western movies on this channel. F you, Kevin Smith. I'm sticking to anime. F you, and that is all. What is up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can receive new future notifications. Check out the blog at andyrtv.com. Follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts or anything you want to say right below this video in the comments below. This is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching. Godspeed, everybody. Godspeed.